Thank you so much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's really great to be here. And you know, when our speakers just informed about the Kazakhstan, you know, I remember this is the saying my grandmother always saying that the apples usually on the neighbor, the garden. And I found this also, listening that, I found that's really a great things that's happening in Kazakhstan. I congratulate my colleagues, and you should know that, you know, there is some saying that the Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and now some other countries always competing for something. It's wrong perception, but unfortunately it was such perception in the past, and now you have to understand we are changing our perception. We are becoming more international, let's say, oriented, and of course the first principle of the policy of our governments is just to be complementary. And this is why I think that what we have making now, what you're making in Kazakhstan or Tajikistan or other countries, of course, you can make a lot of things also jointly in Uzbekistan. Of course, for us it's a big challenge just to pursue all of you just to make the business, because we are not so big country as China, but we are one of the biggest country in the Central Asia, because we have 33 million people in our country, 60% of our population of Central Asia. But we are unfortunately, we are one of the richest country in the world, because we have the gold, the gas, and many other things. And again, one grandmother told me that the story that when the God was giving the land to the different nations, the Middle East country people came and just somebody got the oil, somebody from the gas. The others came also, including our neighbors, also got something there. And after that, we were in the last, because we gave the rule to everybody just to get something. And the God found that nothing left in the earth, and He decided just to give us some piece of paradise. And we got gold, oil, and many other things, and the gas, and the cotton, and actually mentioned here, of course, the people. And I think this is very important now to understand that we are changing, and we'd like to reintroduce Uzbekistan again, because somebody who has unfortunately I found that only few who has some experience to make the business in Central Asia, especially in Uzbekistan. But you should understand this, the great opportunities now, because our new president decided just to open the country, just to make it different. It's put the target, just we have to be among the first 10 countries by doing the business. And we proved that our capability to do it, because the World Bank, the report, doing business report for this year, we are the number 11th by the opening the business in the country. And we have jumped from the 147 just 10 years ago to the 74 this year. And so, of course, we're targeting just to put a 10. In the mining sector, of course, there is a lot of opportunities that you will listen about from my colleagues about the particular projects that's going to open for you, because now we are also deciding that not only for ourselves we can realize many projects, but we understand that we need the partners, we need the technological partners, and there was also some analysis about Russia that they have some, as I found it, 67% of the participants mentioned that there is no access to the international financing. Concerning Uzbekistan, you should know that we have these opportunities. We have $25 billion. There's the Fund for the Reconstruction and Development is going also to share and to contribute to the huge project that we're going to realize in Uzbekistan. The pipeline for our investment projects is about $40 billion. That's for the coming 4 years. EBRD fortunately restarted its business in Uzbekistan. Just last week signed about $125 million the new projects. The U.S. Exim Bank also renewed its the activity in Uzbekistan. We hope it will invest several $billions. That's because we are discussing now about several projects in the different fields. We have very diversified economy, but again, we need your cooperation, and please come and make it. So the one thing that also my grandmother always said, it's better to see it once, neither just to hear the 1,000 times. Make business and do it, and you will have much more bigger profit, of course, and the margin the gross value can be even higher than the 20-30%. And this definitely can be done if you will just invest. Thank you so much for your attention.